Hi, this is Helena Hart, and in this video I wanted to share the surprising thing that plays a huge role in determining whether or not a man will commit to you for a serious relationship. This is a little counterintuitive, but it's just so important to keep in mind when you're out there dating and in the early stages of a relationship. If you can really understand this and keep this in mind when you're at that place, it can save you from so much pain and heartbreak and frustration. So this is such an important topic. I've been getting a lot of questions about this lately, so I'm really excited to dive in here today with you. But before I get started, if you're new to my channel, click the button to subscribe to get all of my videos on how to attract the man and the relationship you want. So I've been hearing from a lot of women lately who are feeling really confused and just devastated because a man that they were in love with and they had all these hopes and dreams for a future with has suddenly backed off or pulled away or has given her that dreaded speech that he can't give her what she wants or he's not ready for a committed relationship right now. We've all been there. Even just saying that, I can just feel how painful that is because it's just something we've all experienced, right? And so what I'm going to share here in this video today will hopefully help prevent that situation from ever happening to you ever again, if you can really keep this in mind. So here's what I wanted to share today. It's not the amount of effort and emotions and investment that you put into a relationship that determines a man's desire to commit. It's the amount of effort that he puts in that determines his desire. And it's a little counterintuitive because sometimes when we really like a guy and we're starting to fall for him, we can tend to put him on a pedestal, and on like a subconscious level we subtly try to like prove ourselves to him or win his love or show him how great the two of us would be together, and we start giving to him constantly and doing things to move the relationship forward and like just trying to show him or convince him of what a perfect girlfriend or wife you would be. And sometimes we think that that's what's going to make a guy realize that you're the perfect woman for him and that he should commit. But a lot of these things that feel like love to us can actually come across as pressure to a man, and it actually decreases his attraction to you and the level of connection he feels for you in the relationship. So when we're giving and being really sweet and understanding and tolerating things that don't feel so good to us, his attraction can often be fading, and so it's really important to keep in mind is his level of investment and effort that he's putting in that's going to determine his desire to commit. So that's why you want to really not get ahead of a man on this relationship roadmap, so to speak. I talk a lot about the relationship roadmap in my program called The Art of Getting the Commitment You Want. A lot of times, if you imagine this like roadmap to your relationship, a man can be on mile marker 1 and we can be way ahead of him down the timeline, kind of trying to pull him along and get him, trying to like catch him up to where we are on this relationship roadmap. And it's never going to work if you're at that place. And again, we've all been there, right? You actually want to be one step behind the man. You want him to be the one trying to convince you to commit to him, right? And with the right man, it's going to feel so easy and effortless. There's not going to be any convincing needed. But regardless, you should be one step behind him on this relationship timeline or roadmap, so to speak. So what you really want to do is match your level of investment and emotions and energy with a man's, maybe even like one step less. So if a man is not putting in a lot of effort, I know that can really like stir something up in us as women and cause us to want to lean forward and go into overdrive and putting more effort and show him how, try and do things to get him to put that effort and investment in. And that's just the opposite of what you should do, right? If a man is not putting in a lot of energy and effort, you want to pull back on your level of investment. That could include, keeping your options open, making yourself available to other men, especially if he hasn't asked you to be exclusive yet, right? Every situation is different. This could look like all different kinds of things, but just make sure that you're matching your level of emotions, emotional investment, and actual, investment in terms of your time and energy with a man's, and not getting ahead of him down this relationship timeline. And I just wanted to kind of introduce this topic today because it's something I've been seeing a lot lately in the comment sections of some of my videos here on YouTube. A lot of women are like totally confused and blindsided, you know, when a man says that he can't give her the kind of relationship she's looking for right now. And to me, it's really obvious. I almost kind of could have predicted that if I had seen the whole course of it, right? If this was like a client of mine or something. And so I just don't want women to be confused about this anymore and get their hearts broken over and over again. You want to let a man show you over time, over, you know, the first few months, up to the first, you know, several months and beyond of the relationship. He needs to consistently show you with his actions, not just his words, but his actions, that he wants to move things forward and that he's serious. He's reliable and dependable and consistent, and he's not going to leave you waiting or guessing where you stand with him. Like with the right man, you'll always know where you stand with him pretty much. There won't be that crazy sense of urgency or longing that can often kick in with the type of man that might like fit right into our old relationship patterns where things don't really tend to work out, like an unavailable man or a man who just is interested in other women still and isn't really looking to settle down yet. So you want to let a guy show you with his consistent actions, his masculine action towards you, that he's serious before you start investing yourself emotionally so much with him. So that's what I wanted to share today. I can definitely create some more videos around this if you guys are interested on like exactly how to do it. But just for now, keep that in mind. Don't get way ahead of a guy down the relationship roadmap, so to speak, before he's shown you that he's gonna take you there. And it just, sometimes it takes letting the time go by. Just because a man asks you to be exclusive, you know, a month in doesn't mean in a few months he's not going to pull back. Once all the dopamine and serotonin and norepinephrine, all these good feeling neurotransmitters that are associated with the newness of the situation, once those wear away, a guy can start to back off. So don't just take his word for it 3 to 4 weeks in when he asks you to be exclusive. Let the time go by. Let him know that it would feel great, you know, feel great to be exclusive with him if he's asking prematurely. And that's something that, you know, it's such a big deal to you. It's such a big step that it would feel good to get to know each other better and take things slow and make sure you're on the same page before jumping in so quickly like that. And that kind of gives him something he can get later if he puts more time and effort in, which is very attractive, right? So that's what I wanted to share today. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. I'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences with this. We've all gotten in situations where we're way more invested emotionally than a man was, and those situations, they almost always lead to pain and heartbreak. So this is really something I want to help turn around if this is a pattern for you especially. So I'll include a link to the Art of Getting the Commitment You Want in the description right below this video. If you want to check out that program, it's like an ebook and an audio program that can really help you understand exactly how this works. It's the 7 steps to getting that lifelong committed relationship you've always wanted. So I hope this was helpful for you. I love hearing from you guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section, and I will see you next time.